Back again with another live. Again, this is actually day 4 and 5 of the 30-day 500K challenge, where I'm raising funding towards real estate investing and towards real estate in general. So today, I'll get into it here in a bit, and particularly in regards to some of the interesting ways I've discovered that you can invest your money, particularly your retirement stuff, 401ks, your IRA, all that stuff. I did not know up until I want to say earlier today that you can invest using that. You can actually roll your IRA into a self-directed IRA, which allows you to invest into real estate, things of that nature, which is absolutely awesome. I've actually got a sheet that I got to go through and make sure that I understand all the stuff and make sure I can regurgitate it so that I can make sure that the investors that work with me are good to go and squared away. Because regardless of what I do with any of this, it's all about giving the investor back what they asked for, and as much as we can, then some, right? So what that means is, let's assume the investor gives, let's say 10K to make this easy. Let's say 10K. The idea is to give him or her back whatever on top of that. Now, of course, I can't get in percentages and things of that nature because it's a SEC thing, and because we're talking, in generalities at that, and it's just not a wise thing to really do. So, just the whole process of it has become a new thing. I'm just finding out now that you can actually use your TSP to invest as well, which is a whole different role. And I've got to do the research on it so I can come back and bring that back to you guys so you can see and hear what that looks like. If you're interested in this kind of thing, if you're interested in real estate investing, please, by all means, please feel free to shoot me a message via IG on this platform, or I'll actually leave my Calendly link into the YouTube and the Facebook link that goes up under this, so you can schedule a 15-minute call. We can talk more about it. And I'm not selling you anything. I'm not gonna sell you anything. These are opportunities. I'm not looking for a loan, anything to that effect. This is just opportunities that I have that are available for people, and I want to make sure I get that out so they can make some money on their money, as opposed to sitting inside the bank or sitting in your IRA. And if you're anything like me, sitting in TSP and barely doing any work, and then you look up and you realize it went from 30 to 32 in like 5 years, which is hilarious. Actually, it's not funny at all. It actually sucks. But it's just an interesting thing. Just there's so many ways to take the money that you have to invest it into things that are going to work for you. And that is really the main point, I think, with all the stuff that I'm doing with this 500K challenge. Is I'm learning that everything that I do, I apologize for the kids. Kids are wild today, having a good time. They're able to do it. Yes, Josh, we on JV. We can definitely make that happen, man. Just let me know, and we can make it happen. But yeah, so having that ability, having the things that are out there, and the ability to take it to the next level for not just myself, but for the others as well, to put them onto, whatever deals we might find, or whatever deal that we have in pocket now, and being able to put that out to them so they have that chance, they have that opportunity. It's a lot that goes into this, but it's not so complicated when you're paying attention and you've got people around you. And thank God I've got people around me that know as much as I do, if not more. And I get to tap into that asset, that amount of greatness. I got a guy who's been doing flips for like 20 years. How many people can say that? How many people can say that they know that, or know somebody who's been doing flips that long? I know hard money lenders. I know private money lenders. I know all these people, multifamily investors, real estate investors, commercial real estate investors as well now recently. So, I'm having these conversations, and the conversations have really become very interesting and evolving, or not evolving, but involving mainly just money, funding, and finding ways to make that funding work for you. So I hope you guys are well. The last couple days have been wild. Got the opportunity to take my girls out again yesterday. We went to some kind of dinosaur place in the National Harbor, which was nice. When we got there, at least it took the whole day to get there because they had a gas leak or some craziness. It was wild. The gas leak had traffic backed up for at least 30 to 40 minutes just to get into National Harbor because of, I guess, whatever the gas leak they found when they were doing some work, some construction work. So it's really interesting. But, thank God we got through that. We got to go to that park. We got to knock all that stuff down. If you're tuning in, first of all, thank you again for coming and tuning in, listening to me talk about the 30-day 500K challenge where I raise funding for real estate investing. You can find me on YouTube under the same name, The Oliver Perry. You can find me on IG at The Oliver Perry. You can find me on LinkedIn, The Oliver Perry as well, which is a weird one because I looked for just The Oliver Perry, but I couldn't get it. Apparently, there's more Oliver Perry's out there than I realized. So I had to put the on the front, which makes it official somewhat, apparently. So that's how I was able to get that. But anyway, I got to go. I've got a discussion to go to, a virtual talk on funding. Oh, and I've got, as you can see, some remodeling back here. I realized that the books that I have, when they get out of order, I get uncomfortable. I hate not being able to identify what book I have and where it's at. So I've got a little bit of OCD game going on. As you can see, the pops are here, but there's no books. So I'm doing the remodeling and chasing kids around. So in the meantime, you're better than you were, but you're not half as good as you're going to be. I'll see you next time.